Okay. What up, everybody? It's your boy, Death Silent Trent, aka Trent, and today I'm gonna be testing out some weapons for you guys. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. It was supposed to go one way and it didn't go that way. So, I'm just going to be testing out some weapons for you guys. These are all weapons that you either can't get or you can get, depending on whether or not they're researchable. For instance, I'm going to be testing out some melee weapons you can't get, which is the vacuum weapons stuff. Some of them, not all of them. Let's be real here. Some hydraulic weapons. I don't actually think I'm gonna be testing out. I'll show you the weapons I'll be testing out. They're pretty much my lowest level weapons, and just gonna be testing them out at their lowest state. You know, lowest power state. Pretty much you can buy them off rip. If you're a low level player or somebody who isn't sure if the weapon is worth it because you may not have the XP to level it up all the way right now. You may want to use it while just farming for low level items like the simple mechanical stuff, you know, or the rusty stuff, you know. You just want to know if these weapons are good for those lower level missions because Fortnite literally debuffs you.
But it never hurts to prepare.
Or nerfs you.
Check out the Storm Shield console menu to deposit resources.
Or
return to the map.
Fortnite
you can leave
nerfs
any
you.
time by selecting Leave with Party from the Storm Shield console.
Fortnite nerfs you once you get to this once you get to a certain level. So essentially what I'm gonna be doing is I've already tested the buzz cut. This is a fast firing weapon, but essentially we're just gonna be doing some regular weapons. You guys have already seen this. If not, I'm sorry, I don't think I uploaded that. But either way, just gonna be testing some low level weapons. I'll pick a few out of the bunch. I'm sure you guys see the Hydra. I'm not sure about the nailer though. Let me see. I'm just here to craft the weapons first. Show you how they sound when they shoot, all that good stuff. The basics. Nothing too special. Okay, but first things first. Forgot to silence my phone. First things first, I need to make some more blast powder. As you can see, I'm running low on my sturdy. Yeah, I had a couple of friends kind of run me dry of all of my materials, trying to help him build. When in reality, he didn't really do much, but laid out some traps he already had, and just made me build everything else. I just made him all my low level stuff because I really don't have that many high level weapons, right? He's entwined, and I just gave him a bunch of these, some of these, and a bunch of these and this. That's it. He has all the traps he's gonna need. Like, he can make his own wall dynamos and a bunch of gas traps, so he'll be fine. Let me see why I needed my help. Either way, like I was saying, we are going to make a couple of weapons. I'll go ahead and craft those now since blast powder's done. So we're going to test out the Coco 45. I guess we'll do this. Test this bad boy out. We'll test this out. You can't get it, but the event will roll around sooner than later. So just have it ready anyway. Never really tested out the nailer. Takes medium bullets. I don't have a lot of those anyway. pummeler. Yeah, we'll test out the pummeler. Again, these are all the hydraulic weapons you can get now. The hydraulic and the scavenge weapons, you can get those now. Research them, bada boom, weapons. We're gonna test out the ballistic too. Or the ballistic. I don't know how you pronounce that. Then we're going to be testing out the Krypton sword, the pressure cutter, the vacuum tube sword, and that's really about it for now. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing something. So these are all going to get recycled at the end of the day. So we'll put that right there. We're going to test the Coke out first because it's the newest one. Just get all the pistols out the way. You hear that? You hear that sound? It's like a cup. The cup has the cocoa in it, which is cool. Or it's being filled or something. And when you shoot it, so it is a projectile. And it does make a sound like a cup is being rattled or breaking. It does have a ring to it as well, so. Did it say pass through objects? No, just enemies, okay. No, ricochets, right? Yeah, ricochets. So it's kind of like this working right here, where it doesn't pass through objects, but it ricochets, which is nice, I guess. I need it to be like in the confines of the wall. So let me go back over here to my base and see how many times it ricochets, because I haven't really seen it. Okay. Okay, that's about the same kind of ricochet count. Okay, let me count it by seconds, because I'm trying to count it by times it bounces. About 3 seconds of ricochet, and the Coke, about 2 seconds. I'm sure it'll go up as time goes on, but still. Either way, it's still good. But the projectiles could be a bit of an issue. Yeah, it may be a levels difference. And then of course the Riptide. Fairly basic SMG. If you played Battle Royale, I think before season 5, maybe? It had to be before or after season 5. It had to be before season 5. It was definitely before season 5. Either way. If you played with the tactical SMG, you already know what this gun can do. But it does sound like every other SMG in this game as it stands. Every other basic one. Nothing really special about it as far as sound goes. And look, you guys are used to this if you played BR. Ballistic, I'm gonna just call it the ballistic for now. Okay, 12 bullets in the chamber. Just like the Whisper 45, not the Coco 45, not to be confused. Has a nice sound to it. Sounds really heavy, if that makes sense. Right now I'm just going over this sound and stuff like that, because I would assume, even though people mainly don't care about that kind of stuff, I kind of do, just because I'm just interested. Okay, so let's test out the shotties. Now, I don't have much experience with this gun yet, because, wait. Oh, it just looks like it. I don't have much experience with this gun yet, because, I don't have it in the place I want it to be yet. Right now, I have about 2 critical ratings and 2 critical damages, which I'm gonna probably change and have 3 critical damages and 1 critical rating. Because I heard with crit damage, you can really do a lot with this gun. With so little, too, because there's only 1 bullet in the chamber, or there's only one magazine size, so 1 shot does a lot, apparently. So, just want to test this out. That is a nice, very deep bass kind of sound. That'll definitely rattle a subwoofer for sure. Very nice and deep. I like that. Yeah. So apparently you can do a lot with 1. We'll be testing that out in game in a minute. Okay. What is the helium? The helium, right? The helium shotgun, yes. I got this during my first playthrough of the game. Like when I first got it, the Neon event was happening. I had just missed the Chinese New Year event, so I got this during that event. I still didn't play a lot, so I didn't really get much else. But this also has a bit of a projectile. It doesn't bounce or anything like that, but it does explode. From what I've seen, it's not a bad weapon at all. I just haven't had enough time with it. Oh, okay, that was from earlier then. But still. Hit the tree. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of range, at least for a shotgun. It does have a lot of range, but it does have decent range. I have no idea what I'm talking about, so please don't try to make it seem like I'm trying to be like factual here. I'm just doing this for my low level people. I don't know. Just giving you my face value look at it. Letting you know if it's worth it or not. Okay, so from a couple of feet away, I don't know how many tiles this is. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tiles. Okay, 6 whole tiles. I can't really tell how far that went. I'll try to shoot every square from here. Okay, clearly that's a tile right there. It's 2 tiles, 3 tiles. So from here, 1, 2, 3, say 4 tiles, maybe 5. Let me check again. So this is 1 tile. We'll just count this tile, but not counting this tile from the first shot. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let's see. for... It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly, let me see how many tiles I made here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 tiles then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. About 5 tiles at the least. Then again, I was standing pretty close, so let's stand a little bit further back, just to make sure. Yep, 5 tiles. Has a distance of about 5 tiles, so that's not bad. And I guess it is a bit of a projectile too.
Sorry.
So there's that. Kind of don't think you need to really lead your shots, but if you want to, as a security, as some like extra security, then I'd suggest you do so. So what's this? The pummeler. Ooh. Has some distance for about 6 tiles. You can still hit something, but it has some range on it. It's not that bad. Is it semi-auto? Not too sure. It does act like it's a pump. Clearly it's a pump. Yeah, it's a nice pump. It has some range on it for sure. Shoots about 6 tiles out pretty well. I mean, that's what you're looking for. It does shoot out that far of a distance. 6 tiles, so some shots land. I would say others don't, but still, 6 tiles, a 6 tile range. That's not bad. That ain't bad at all for a shotty at the very least. Sounds nice. Definitely, especially when you load up another round. Guess that's all hydraulic weapons sound like that, which is nice. At least for me it is. So I can't really complain. So at face value, just the look and the sound, all these guns that I've showcased here are pretty well as goes to the melee weapons. I don't have any like weapon specific characters ready or anything like that. So I guess we'll just start with the pressure cutter. Look, doesn't look too bad.
Wish I could.
So it acts like a longsword, which is all right. Each swing lets out a bit of pressure, which I'm sure does add some sort of damage to it. I'm not too sure. I rarely use my melee weapons, which is something I need to change, which is why I have these melee weapons level up to 34. Speaking of which, the reason why they're not at level 20 anymore is mainly because I know you guys are going to find, like newer players are going to find videos on this stuff anyway. Without my help, they're never going to see my videos, that's for sure. But I know for a fact they're going to see videos on this and like, ooh, is it good, is it good? And they're going to try to level it up all the way. So they're level 34, so that at least they know when they reach this level, they're good, you know, like they're worth it. So, as far as sound goes, sound light swing is at a moderate pace. The heavy swing does do a lot, so there's that. On to the vacuum sword here. This sword is a bit of a oddball. I mean, you already get nature damage, so you get the nature element on it off rip, so that's always good, and it looks cool. the normal. Definitely looks cool in the neon. This one definitely sounds like a lightsaber for sure. You see I see a lot of ninjas using these when, I see a lot of people when they're using ninja use this sword too, so I would say that's what makes it look good, or at least what I would think it performs good. Alright, so let's see how they handle with the husks. But for the time being, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Whew. Alrighty. So let's go to... Let's see, we'll do this. Level 15. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm not trying to help others. Yeah, I'm not trying to help others. Let me... There we go. There we go. I'm not gonna put any sort of special heroes on or anything like that. What I got on me is good right now. But they're gonna nerf me down to the point where I'm not as strong as I would be. Anyway, so...
Something weird has been happening in this zone.
Okay.
The Husk encampments are going
So let's
berserk
start
and
with
spawning
the
huge
pistols.
waves of enemies. Whatever's happening, we need to stop it from spreading. When you find an active encampment, be ready to fight until the end. According to my data, we have 20 minutes to neutralize the targets. Search the zone and keep an eye out for any encampments that look angrier than usual. I'll keep an eye out from here.
I'm gonna just act like I ain't hear that. We'll take that. Oh no, not yet. First the Coco 45.
Take it down.
Okay.
Take out the enemies to clear the encampment.
So it definitely passes through enemies pretty well.
One down. Let's find the next one. The next encampment might be stronger. Make sure your weapons and ammo are ready
Some
to go.
simple mechanical parts. Oh, I punched that bacon. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I can line them up. About 8 shots to take down one of them huskies.
There it is.
Okay, Riptide.
Take out those husks.
I think I have Beetle Jets on too, so that's helping. But still.
This encampment is not active.
It's definitely getting the job done.
2 down. Let's find the next one. The encampments are getting stronger.
Yeah, I think I have
Make sure you're
Vidoes
prepared.
on. I don't have Vidoes on, so yeah, this is the weapon and it's like normal damage. So there's that. Alright. That was that weapon. Now let's try the
Round
ballistic.
3. Fight!
Aim is terrible, that's for sure. Like my aim is terrible, I should say. This one weapon.
There it is.
Weapon's not doing too bad. This is a level 20. I didn't level this one up. I guess I'm waiting on getting another one first so I can put one of them in the collection book so I can finish it off.
15 minutes to complete the mission.
So level 20 is popping these dudes' heads off. That's
You're
for sure.
done, encampment.
It ain't too
Next one's
bad.
looking tough. You can do it.
Okay.
Found the next one. Check out your map.
This. Get this and pommel. We'll just do it in this order. I mean, while I'm here, I might as well just try to get some more herbs. And nuts and bolts while I'm at it.
Keep that streak going.
And just like most shotguns, this thing is ending people's lives in a couple of blows. Okay, so it does have a bit of a spread on it. Even at a ranged distance, it still does a decent amount of damage, which is always nice. At a distance, the Husklings takes about 2 shots. At a distance, that one didn't hit, so. This is at extreme ranges. Okay. So about 6 shots at a decent range. put an element on this thing, it's a wrap. Especially if you can get affliction on this, it'll definitely be good. Okay, with the perks I do have on it, which is, I think 2, I don't have 2, I have 2 damage, no, 1 rating, oh Jesus Christ, what do I have on this thing? Where is it? Right here. I have 2 critical ratings, 1 critical damage. That's gonna change in a little bit, but still. It is what it is. I'm fairly interested to see what kind of damage this thing can do with 1 bullet in the chamber. So let's see. Gotta see the kind of spread it has too. Ooh, that was a nice little spread. They just gotta be real close, and they gotta be real tight together. That's definitely it. I knew I wasn't gonna get like massive amounts, like, ooh, the 1,000,000 damage, like with it as it is. Yeah, this thing took out half of its health. That's always nice to see. It'll one-shot something, but not everything.
Search, destroy, done.
Okay. Now on to the helium. I am going to need this because I am going to use it at some point. Because once we're done testing out all these weapons, I may need to still finish this. Yeah, I'm going to just act like I ain't hear you, kids. Oh, are you right here? Yeah, you alright.
We need more people like you.
You lucky you were close. Okay. So I want to say that's about 30% each. Maybe more. Okay, it'll one-shot you. It'll one-shot you. The Husky Husk on the other hand. Let's see point blank. So point blank, it's kind of the same thing for Husky Husk, and that's what I'm gonna go off on. So I think it is good to lead your shots, because I tried that whole, hey, wings. Oh no, never mind, you're good. Either way. I do see some people using this thing, so it must be good. But I don't see it getting used a lot. So it must have flaws. Or very unignorable flaws.
This is the big time. Get ready. That's one. Take it down.
So we'll take out a tanker in about 3 shots. Okay, time to test out the melee weapons, so put you right here, you in the middle, and then you start out with the pressure cutter.
Nope.
Again, this is not meant to be like super informative. This is literally everything at face value. I'm just a bum
There it is.
who happens to have these weapons.
Another big fight. Here we go.
So it does have some knockback to it. Does some considerable damage to the taker. Watch video on. This isn't that bad. Not that bad at all. so we are gonna have to switch weapons. Okay, take the last 41 seconds and use it to its fullest potential.
Here we go. You know what to do. Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
Oh, there's that. So, overall consensus. Some of these weapons, I'll go back to my home base for Stonewood, and I'll give you my general consensus on these weapons. Whether they're good pickups, whether they're not, whether I say level them up a little bit more, or maybe change some of the things they got on it, whatever the case may be. I mean, like I said, if you want to know what they're going to be like, completely and utterly maxed out, the market has already been filled. There are already videos out on it. Me giving you the same information would just be dumb. Get my 50 V-Bucks. Okay, let's head back to the storm. The home base storm shield. And see what we can do. Are we ever gonna come back here? Like, to that building that's on top of the little ridge there? Like, is there gonna be any point where we can come back? Like, Stonewood is gonna just, you know what I mean? I kind of hope so. Like, we start off here, we end here, whatever the case may be.
We're not ready to expand, but it never hurts to prepare. Check out the Storm Shield console menu to deposit resources, or return to the map.
Dropping everything.
You can leave any time by selecting Leave with Party from the Storm Shield console.
So drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Go to her. Drop it. So out of all the weapons here, really kind of wish I spread them out better. Let me actually go back to this. I definitely need to separate them for sure. So, drop that right there. No, wait, come on now. I'm trying to have it organized on this one square, so I'll just stand on it instead. There we go. Alright. Okay, so what this organizer is going to get out of everything here, you definitely want to get the Stalwart Squire for sure, while you still can as far as the Christmas event goes, since this is the most recent. And the Ballistic. Or the Ballast. No, wait. Basilic? Basilisk. Jesus Christ. I'm calling it ballistic for now until I can pronounce it. Get these two weapons, alright? Now, as far as some of the classics for the Scavenger and Hydraulic, the Riptide is a great weapon. It's just your standard SMG. But it's still a good SMG. Like, you know, like there are videos. Just watch the videos where it's upgraded. It's way better there. And I'm gonna assume the Pummeler is too. I just like the way it sounds. Like, honestly, it's kind of soothing. The Helium. I'm not too sure about the Helium. I'm gonna leave it up in the air. You can get it if you want to, or don't. You really aren't missing out. Coca 45. You might want to get this too, because these Sora items get really rare at a certain point. Pressure Cutter, Krypton Sword, Vacuum Tube Sword. Pressure Cutter seems okay. Does a decent amount of damage off rip. The Krypton and the Krypton Sword is better than the Vacuum Sword, but the Vacuum Sword looks better than the Krypton Sword. So there's that. This was horrible. Please don't take anything I say into consideration. Just take it as a, well, this is at face value kind of thing, and leave it at that. We are definitely recycling all these weapons. I don't need them anymore. Alrighty then. So that's about it for this live stream. It is pretty early. Just wanted to have another video, something content-wise. I don't know when I'm gonna ever get back to just regular content. You know, 60 frames per second at 720p. I don't know when I'm gonna get back to that, but I'll try my best to make my way back to that place where I was when I was doing that. Sad to say, this roof never got used. So I just have this for nothing. Well, I do actually have it for something. It does allow me to come right here, even though I can already do that. Now that I'm looking at it, like, yeah, just hop right here. 1, 2, 3, and bada boom. I'm back here. Play some soccer by myself. Ah, darn. Wait. Ah, darn. Oh! Hold. I just realized that was the same weapon. Either way. For it. Tight. Yeah, there it is. Are we ever... Oh, I don't have a sniper on me, do I? No. But that's about as good as it's gonna get. Let me... craft something quick. I mean, I know y'all see it. I know you do. But still. Are we ever gonna go there? Is that place ever gonna get touched? Is it ever gonna get explored? You know? Are we ever gonna be able to take a trip down memory lane? Or maybe even redo it, you know? Without having to make a whole new account. Maybe we can go at it at different levels. Hey, maybe that'll be the way that we unlock 6th tier, huh? We beat the game. Bada boom. Now we can have 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th tier weapons and materials. And make these guns and the heroes even better than before. Well, now that's done with weapons, let's talk about heroes. Okay. Woo. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna talk about some heroes. Some I like, some I don't like. I don't really understand everything, but I'm still gonna give my opinion because, you know, I have that ability. Okay, so let's start off with our boy Dyer. My favorite hero in the game. Mainly because your boy is a sucker for for bears and wolves. So your boy has some bias. But I'm gonna talk about this hero. This hero, as far as I am aware, doesn't seem to really have any negative view by the public, so I'm not really going to be speaking anything negative about him. Just a bit of a what if. Oh, wait, hold on, wait a minute. I'm just looking at that shoe thing. That is a new icon. That's kind of cool, because if you look at it, the shoe is ripped up in front to kind of represent, if I can press the right button, kind of represent his wolf feet, which is dope. But I kind of do wish that they gave him something else to help with his kunai storm. You know, maybe a night buff to it or something. I don't know. maybe something more than just a speed boost. For when it's nighttime, maybe a bit of a damage boost for his, or an ability boost. I think that would be cool too. That's just me though. Other than that, he's a great fun hero. Can't stop not playing him. But you know, that's just, like I said, that's just me. Let's talk about Calamity. Well, let's get the first thing out the way. I wish she had grenades or something. Grenades, the ground pound, whatever you want to call it, the shockwave, whatever it is. I don't think she needs lefty and righty. That's just me. You already have a bunch of perks that do kind of deal in pistols, and just using pistols more than just a regular assault rifle. So I kind of feel like if she doesn't need lefty and righty. You know, especially not a lefty and righty that doesn't have any kind of buff to it. Like, it's just regular physical damage. Like, I'd get it if it had explosions, like Raven, or something. But it has nothing. It's just physical damage, and that's not cool. So, I don't think she needs lefty and righty. Either make lefty and righty do some additional damage, like energy or something, or just give her the ground pound thing, you know. Make it a little bit easier for her. And more, and I think the whole 6-shooter thing, that should be worked on a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. That's just me. That's about it. I still love her though, no doubt about it. She should also go, I should probably say that too, Machinist Thora. I don't have much to say about Machinist Thora. I do use her a lot. I do wish her decoy did have a bit more of a damage dealing perk to it, but at the same time, she's a machinist. That class has already been solidified, so I can't really say much about her. But again, that's just me. It doesn't really matter. I still love Thora. Urban Assault Headhunter. We gotta give her like a name. Not like a code name, like an actual name. I'll think of one later. I'll think of one. I can't think of one right now. I was trying to think of one. Either way, I don't really need to say much about her. Like, she's great. She's an urban assault, one of the best soldier subclasses in the game. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I was right, Shockwave. Anyway, yeah. Nothing really bad to say about her. I like her. Moving on. Master Grenadier or Grenadier, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. I don't have much to say about her. I don't use her a lot, but her bonuses, I like them. I like that she has these 2 bonuses. You know, that's always good. That means we can have 2 of her, and it'll be great. Moving on, Raven. Not much to say about Raven either. He has the same perks as Calamity, with lefty and righty, war cry, and going commando. But at least his lefty and righty actually does something else. Dealing damage left and right causes an explosion. See? And energy damage too. See? This is good. You know? This is great. Nevermore. Raven. Cool. Archaeologist. She's just a Pathfinder. And I've had a Pathfinder, like if you guys look at my early gameplay, you guys would see that I had a regular just Pathfinder Jess. But as soon as I got this, I retired her and then put all the XP that I gained back into Archaeologist, which is nice. Because I kind of like farming in this game. It is stressful and it is repetitive, but with the Pathfinder, it's a bit easier. So that's always good. Birthday Brigade Ramirez definitely helped a lot. And her bonuses, where is it at? Critical? Yeah, definitely helped a lot. I had her on, what you call it, my Urban Assault for a while, which is always nice. Although I don't think I need it. Either way, still have nice having her. Never used her by herself. I'm sure I've used a sergeant before, but I never used her by herself, like on her own. Let's move on. Demolitionist Penny. This was the one demolitionist, or the one constructor that I spent the most time on. Didn't really understand constructors when I first got her, but now that I have a better idea of what constructors do, I might start using her more and just slapping either Harper or Thor. Definitely slap Thor on her and calling it a day. And of course, we can't deny the fact. Can't deny the fact. She thick is this a peanut butter boy. I can't deny that. Like, she's thicker than some peanut butter. I can't, and I need some. Denmark Mari. This was the one ninja that I used the most. I mean, I might change to Dire. Just give me a few weeks. But I didn't really know much about ninjas either. I thought, yep, I did her, and so I used her. I did not know what Denmark did. I just used her and had a good time. And then just used sword wash. Yeah. I did not know what I was getting into with Denmark Mari, but still, she got me through, got the job done, and that's always great. Harvester Fiona. Never used a harvester. Still don't use it to this day. That might change because I am leveling up some sides I have, so it's not that bad. Heavy base Kyle. I just learned it. You know, thanks to David Dean, I've learned the importance of Kyle. You know, has a lot of things going on for him that that none of my other constructors have. And to feel the base, that is my ace in the hole whenever I'm using Thora. So I always have feel the base on my tactical slot. I don't know when the extra 2 slots for heroes are going to come, so that may change. Or it may get better, I don't know. But all I know is if you have heavy base Kyle, make sure you use him or have him in your tactical slot if you're playing a constructor. Because that field of base is a godsend. She is Harper. Anything I said about Thora goes for Harper. Power base Penny. Power base. What exactly did they do that I liked about? Besides that, the fact that the structures attached to the base regenerate 5% of their health. That's always good. I don't like the fact that it doesn't stack with the tactical perk, because that would make my life and other people's lives a whole lot easier. But either way, it's still a good one. And she's cute with a little pink outfit on. Raider Headhunter, the Renegade Raider, the one skin that everyone wants in Battle Royale. Not this one in particular, because the Renegade Raider in Battle Royale doesn't have that checkered flag hat. She has a different one. And she's not even legendary. She's rare. Either way, Renegade Raider specializes in shotguns. I think it's just a critical rating though. Nope, this one's shotgun damage, survivalist, critical blast, so damage and crit. So I do like the headhunters. Don't use shotguns a lot, so I'm always having like a lot of shotgun ammo. But whenever I'm using a raider, Yeah, I throw every other gun I have out in, in the garbage, because all I need is a shotty. I'm gonna start using Headhunter more. Ranger Beetle Jess. I just got this one. Not like just, but this was recent, so. She's a Ranger, and I never had a Ranger until the road trip event, and I never used them, so. She specializes in that pistol, keeping that thing on her, which is always nice. And phase shift, which is always great. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about her. Ranger Ramirez. Anything I've said about Headhunter, I could say about Redline. Blade Storm Enforcer. This was the first hero to have the Kunai Storm, and even then it wasn't all that good. But he has more perks geared towards the Kunai, so of course he's going to be better at it. I need to use them more before I can really give an assessment. This one was a new one too. Field Agent Rio, with her seismic impact and her pistol perk, phase cannon. There it is. Every time I use phase shift, I get about 10 seconds, couple seconds. I can shoot off. Let me see. Phase shift empowers. Say phase shifting empowers encrypted ranged weapons, causing the next shot fired to phase. The shoot a phase projectile which pierces enemies and deals 60 base damage. Yeah, okay. So that's always good. I wasn't finished. Where was I? We were almost done. I really don't have much to say about anybody else because I don't use them. So we're just gonna stop here, go here, and then call it a day. But Synagogue Dusk, my girl Dusk. She's a new one too, because her phase shift, her phase shift is phase siphon, which means she can phase through enemies and get some health back from it. And she has the same kind of phase and confuse where she gets 2 more charges of phase shift and increases healing for her phase siphon, which is always cool. Okay, now down to Ted Shot. Ted Shot is good. She kind of deals in teddies and in snipers. Technically, she technically does deal with snipers. Quickscope decreases sniper rifle rate of fire by 35%, and I think that was about it, unless I'm missing something. And then when you have Ted Shot in your support class, you get 70% critical damage with sniper rifles. Doesn't matter who's in your slot as long as you have a sniper in your hand. Commando Ramirez. This one was the. I don't know if this was the Twitch Prime or the PlayStation Plus. Either way, I want to say it is a PlayStation Plus because if you have that skin, they look the same. And it's like early on. Like you guys have seen me use it in Battle Royale, so that skin may be shared. And then you got over here Recon Scout. If you have a Recon Scout, you know what this is. Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to talk about some heroes, kind of give my opinion about them, and then just leave it at that. Alright, then I'm gonna get out your hair now. I'm gonna actually switch over to 3-on-3 freestyle. So I'll see you guys, I guess, in a few minutes. Peace. No, actually, I'm gonna stream it on Twitch because not a lot of people stream it on Twitch. So I'm gonna go